Palma. Oh,
Oh,
pass. That's unfair, and Palma 7 points in the game.
To Del Fuentes.
Delgado makes the shot and knocks it down. Maloria is open. 3-point.
My goodness! Face a jumper by Robin Celis.
Caballero has time.
Just posterized by
it's gonna be tough, but these guys are gonna be up to it.
Judel able to score. Gonzalez runs into Pastoran.
Magkaibang divisyon pero pareho ang misyon.
Ooh, what a step back!
Oh my goodness!
Wow!
AC Soberano. They are the only MPBL team to clinch the best division record. Panganiban has been a factor here in the fourth and that continues.
Oh, obviously, both these teams wanting to get into the playoffs and then eventually get the hope of winning the title this season.
For 3. Yes!
Wamar from downtown. It's
Good! Phil Cozo. He'll throw it down. The Lucena Convention Center is the site of our duel tonight. Orlan Wamar, the top point guard in the league, will take on another elite playmaker in LJ Gonzalez. San Juan and Quezon, two of the foremost teams in the MPBL, battling it out in our main game on this Saturday evening. San Juan, 21-1 record ang kanilang dala heading into this matchup. The host, the Quezon Huskers, the reigning South Division champions, 17-4 ang kanilang record. Magandang gabi mga kaliga, si Dav Tupas kasama si Mike Perez. Gian Alianes will be joining us in a bit. Magandang gabi din sa mga nanonood sa atin sa YouTube, and also we are live on Solar Sports and Smart Sports Puso Pilipinas. And Coach Mike, what a matchup. The duel in Lucena. Orlan Wamar against LJ Gonzalez. Will Gozo, Mike Calisaan. Oh my, ang daming stars sa laban na to.
Oh, ang daming storylines para dito. But at the end of it all is really wanting to be at the top of your division so you get home court advantage.
And syempre, if you're Quezon, you want to prove something here because you are at the top of the South and you want to take down one of the top teams in the North. And syempre, if you talk about San Juan, there's a lot of really good players in that team, and they have been rolling this season. Only one defeat para dito sa Knights, and two of their main contributors, Dexter Maiquez and Ron Denison, they have kept going dito for San Juan up against Davao Occidental in their last game. They took care of business.
As most of their wins this season, San Juan has really come up with a balanced attack on the offense. Dexter Maiquez and Ron Denison complementing the production of Orlan Wamar, finishing with 10 points, 14 points and 11 points respectively. Really just the much needed help from the offensive power of San Juan that would complement the other guys para sa kanilang team.
And double-double para kay Dex, 14 and 10. And Ron Denison naman, he's been, he's a two-way player. So, if you're not seeing him doing a lot in scoring, he can impact the game on the other side of the floor. Para naman sa kabila, itong Quezon Huskers, the home team, they were here last weekend and they went up against the Basilan Star Horse, one of the teams in the South Division. And guess who showed out? Ito si Will Gozum. Will, of course, kakabalik lang ito from an injury, but he looks very sharp in this ball game. He looked very sharp in this ball game, averaging 6.2 points this season, 13 against Basilan, 6 of 8 from the field. This was a blowout game, but nonetheless a good sign para kay Will Gozum to get his bearings here.
It's so much better than his usual average. And the good thing is that you're seeing this solid performance from Will Gozum. And the hope is magpatuloy ito so that when the important games come along, nakakapag-contribute siya consistently para sa Huskers.
And one of the rare times that we have a matchup that really is elite, to say the least, dito sa MPBL. Orlan Wamar and LJ Gonzalez, two of the foremost point guards sa ating liga. Orlan, of course, is been a regular fixture para dito sa San Juan Knights. He's the heart and soul of the Knights, really. And he's done a lot both in scoring and setting up teammates. Ito naman si LJ Gonzalez in his second season in the league. He keeps getting better.
Yeah, ang primary thing na makakakita mong difference dito between Orlan and LJ really is the assists, which is a +8 in favor of Orlan Wamar, and even the scoring side. LJ really is more of, do-it-all guy, which pass first. Samantalang dito si Orlan Wamar, alam naman natin kung anong kapasidad niyan pagdating sa scoring.
No, really nice numbers from both these players this season. And for more on them, let's go to Gianna Llanes.
Yes, Adelphin Coach Mike, let's talk to our player matchup for today. Orlan, I will start with you. Nung huli niyong nakatapat itong Quezon, your team won by 30 points. Paano yun nakakabigay kumpiyansa sa inyo?
Una sa lahat, nagpapasalamat kami sa pagtanggap sa amin dito sa Quezon. Yung last year, parang learning experience na lang namin to. Yung last year, so ibang grupo to ng Quezon ngayon, so kailangan talaga namin na kung ano yung ginawa namin last year, kailangan namin doblehin kasi home court nila.
Speaking of the lineup naman itong Quezon, kilala sila sa kanilang mga bigatin na guards. Bilang isa sa mga go-to guards ng San Juan, paano mo sila pinaghandaan?
Nakahanda naman yung coaching staff namin, so may game plan kami doon. Kailangan lang talaga namin maging disiplinado sa defense, maging on point sa offense namin para makuha itong panwalang to.
Thank you very much, Orlan. Ngayon, kausapin naman natin itong si LJ. LJ, kilala itong si Orlan bilang isa sa mga scorers talaga ng San Juan. Ano yung nasa isip mo na siya yung kamatchup mo ngayon?
Unang-una siguro, nagpapasalamat kami sa mga fans namin dito sa Quezon, sa walang sawang pagsuporta sa amin. And siguro yung game plan namin, sumunod lang kami sa game plan namin sa gagawin namin ngayon. And unang-una siguro sa defense namin. Doon kami talaga laging umaasa sa defense kasi pag dumipensa kami, yung offense nandyan eh. So kay Kuya naman, siguro pinagandaan din namin siya kasi siya yung pinaka-main guy sa team nila.
LJ, maganda rin ang inyong record pagdating sa mga home court games. Ito na ang pangalawang game nyo dito sa Lucena Convention Center at kitang-kita natin. Very consistent ang suporta ng mga tao dito. Ano ang mensahe mo sa kanila?
Sana suportahan nyo kami sa mga upcoming games namin, lalo na papunta na sa playoffs. Bibigay namin lahat ng makakaya namin, lahat ng best namin para sa inyo para sa inyo lahat ng games namin.
Thank you very much. Once again, that was our player matchup, LJ Gonzalez of the Quezon Huskers and Orlan Omar of the San Juan Knights. Let's turn it over now to our Coliseum Barker Richard Tapos for the start of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the main game of the evening as we bring you the 2025 Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 7 San Juan Knights versus your Quezon Huskers. Live on Solar Sports here at Lucena Convention Center. Introducing first the starting unit for the MPBL Season 2 champions. San Juan Knights go for gold. Forward number 18, Nico Panganiban. Also at forward number 15, Arvin Gamboa. At guard number 13, Royce Alforque. Also at guard number 7, Ron Denison. Playing center number 2, Mike Calisan. The head coach, Alex Angeles. Assistant coaches, Jonathan Banal, RB Mangahas, James Ongbin, Nat Gregorio, Paulo Gorospe, Jigs Guadamor, and PJ Manigan. Team manager, Jun Usman. Team consultant, the original Tapal King, Philip Cesar, and Bong Ding Lasan. The team honors are Jeremy Go and Senator Jinggoy Estrada. And now, for your Quezon Huskers! At forward number 93, Vince Magbuhos. Starting at guard, number 2, Judel Fuentes. Playing center, number 5, the Excalibur, Simon Sandagon. At guard, number 13, LJ Gonzalez. And at forward number 77, the MPBL Season 2 MVP, Gab Banal. The head coach is Eric Gonzalez. His assistants are Richie Tixon, Ed De La Torre, Luis Nolasco, Jonathan De Guzman, Nash Rosella, Bernard Tiguilla.
Your Starting Five is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Royce Alforque, Ron Denison, Mike Calisan, Arvin Gamboa, Nico Panganiban para sa San Juan. LJ Gonzalez, Judel Fuentes, Simon Sandagon, Vince Magbos, and Gab Banal para naman sa Quezon Huskers. Our officials for this ball game, Mike Kinay is the crew chief, Ray Gabriel, Rick D'Amico, sa pang-referee, Jay Castroverde is the fourth man. Ball is up and we are underway. Really forceful on the tip there, galing kay Simon Sandagon, who may have a lot of to prove in this ball game, matching up against a player like Mike Calisan, who pretty much is the standard when it comes to power forwards dito sa ating liga.
And this is a good opportunity for Simon Sandagon to play up to that level and improve himself, that he belongs in that discussion, and pretty much the way that he would defend and be active on the offensive floor, as well as see a run here early para dito sa Huskers, but a good defensive comeback para dito sa Knights.
Gabanal, the former MVP. The cross-court pass is intercepted. Royce Alforque. No call on the bump from LJ Gonzalez. LJ goes to Gab. Good-sized crowd here para sa ating duel in Lucena. LJ trying to sort out his feet there. Misses the jumper. Now Royce Alforque, Arvin Gamboa. Bigay kay Ron Denison. Alforque. Calisan. Panganiban got the step. Nico lays it in.
That's where things become very dangerous for San Juan Knights. Every time you have Mike Calisan getting involved in two-man action, you have to pick your poison. Are you taking a rolling Mike Calisan or taking the guy handling the ball for his create? And that time, they pretty much left that lane in the middle for that drive on that two-man action by the Knights. Tsaka grabe rin yung bantayan dito, LJ versus Royce, tapos Judel and Ron Dennis, and you pretty much could feel that defensively the Knights do understand that you gotta control both these guards as well para dito sa Huskers.
Magbuhos to LJ. 10 seconds on the shot clock. The former Knight, Judel Fuentes. Magbuhos inside. Sandagon for two.
Well, that's what he's got to do. Once he gets that ball inside, understanding that they've been blitzing that two-man action, he's got to attack that rotate defense. But then again, just staying active, attacking the lane para dito sa Knights. Nico with another basket.
Fuentes with a jumper. That's off the mark. Royce Alforque. San Juan immediately going to their set here.
Very patiently going through their sets in the half court.
Calisan is there. He dumps the ball to Gamboa. Play broken up by LJ. Full steam ahead. LJ Gonzalez fouled by his former buddy in college. That's Royce Alforque. Assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
And every time you get that forward and that guard in that sequence blitzing against that movement by the Huskers, you do expect that ball's going to get to the corner. Eventually, Calisan's going to come and help out. The rotate defense is a smaller guy, and Simon Sandagon really has to attack that cup with a lot of force amidst that defense.
Alforque ngayon. He'll launch the three. Di pumasok. Iba nakuha ni Judel Fuentes.
I like that Simon really locating where Mike Calisan is, avoiding any more rebounds for Mike.
Sandagon against a former teammate as well in Alforque, and LJ with a three-pointer to push Quezon ahead, 5-4.
I'm sure at some point sa pag-uusap sa depensa nitong San Juan Knights, bigyan muna natin ng konti yung 3 points kay LJ. Tingnan natin kung ano mangyayari. That time he makes that basket, maybe it'll start being more honest defensively from 3 against LJ.
The interception from Arvin Gamboa. Gamboa trying to go coast to coast. Arvin, no. Alforque to Ron Denison. Picks up his dribble. Calisaan has it. 10 seconds to work with. Alforque. That's an offensive foul on Ron Denison. And quickly acknowledging it.
Trying to do a little screener action to allow Calisan to get to the bottom of the post, the shaded area. But this three right here by LJ Gonzalez, understanding I got to catch and shoot to make that defense be more honest when I take threes.
Three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. LJ. 3.5 minutes gone by in this ball game. Gonzalez, 8 seconds to work with. Magbohos trying to dump it to Sandagon. A lot of sloppy plays early on. Gamboa. And that is off Royce Alforque. The sloppy tone of this ball game has continued.
Oh, nakikita
Palitan
mo.
ng turnovers.
Oo nga, nakikita mo din sa palitan itong dalawang possessions para dito sa Huskers. Both these teams getting a hand on the ball, getting deflections in the passing lanes. And to your point, making it a sloppy set so far para dito sa dalawang teams na to in those possessions.
Here's Sandagon. Judel looking for Simon underneath. Sandagon powers through and gets it to drop. I gotta like the aggressiveness from Simon Sandagon.
Just the kind of force that you're gonna be needing from Simon Sandagon. Be very focused in understanding how to finish inside the paint against the defense.
Panganiban just threw it up. LJ comes away with a loose ball. Here comes Gonzalez. And a foul given up by Arvin Gamboa. And each time the Huskers have the ball, you can feel it from the crowd here inside the Lucena Convention Center.
And just to show a lot of support para sa team nila. Ganda ng pasa na yun ni Judel, na-control ni Simon Sandagon, and just the presence of mind to finish going glass amidst that traffic.
You know the big difference here? Before we go to that discussion, let's go to Gian Alianes.
Ayon kay Coach Eric Gonzalez, sa shooting drills daw talaga nakababad ang Quezon Huskers sa ensayo nila para sa laro ngayon. Hindi nga makakalaro si JP Saraw pero nagbabalik si Diego Dario. Defensive game naman ang ini-expect ni Coach Alex dahil number 1 at 2 defensive teams daw ang magkakatapat ngayon. Pero may personal goal din ang koponan nila to continue to increase their assists. Sabi ni Coach Alex, mas gumagaan ang mood ng kanyang players kapag maraming assist kasi parang sila na rin ang nakakashoot pag ganun. And it is reassurance of their teamwork. Back to you sa Dolphin Coach Mike.
Maraming salamat, G. And itong San Juan, we're down early here, 9-4. The assist, and mas gusto ko yung defensive battle because Quezon takes a lot of pride with their billing as the best defensive team in the league.
Oh, absolutely. You're gonna love that from that end of the floor. Meantime, guys trying to find open men, being unselfish that time. Medyo masikip yung pasa ni Judel, but agree ako dun yung labanan sa depensa, paano mo chechikin yung ofensiba nitong Huskers at the same time para naman dito sa San Juan Knights, and both teams really pride themselves with a lot of defensive schemes.
And this is a matchup as well with na parehong koponan, hindi nagkakalayo with the size. As Orlan Wamar is freed up, he's fouled by LJ.
Precisely. Itong depensa na ito, feeling ko na-tempt na lang talaga. Akala niya siguro di-dribble pa to si Orlan Wamar pero biglang catch and shoot situation.
And getting entangled there on the closeout, on the challenge rather.
There are very few players who are actually legitimate catch and shoot guys, and Orlan being one of them. And so you have to be very aware of where he is on the floor, especially as he makes gestures of making an attempt.
That's the first free throw to drop. Orlan Wamar, and then AC Soberano will check in on the next dead ball as well. Para sa San Juan. Different dimension ay binibigay niya with Panganiban, more of a slasher, then biglang ibang atake naman. Senator Jigoy Estrada. Hearing it from the crowd, LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. Thank you to LGR.
Senjigoy has never had a love for missed free throws.
Wala.
Nakita mo yung reaction palagi. Ano?
9-6. Denison is replaced. So Denison pala yung pinalitan ni AC.
And these guys coming off the bench for San Juan. Mabigat din, ha? Marquez, AC Soberano, Norlan Wamar.
LJ for 3. That's short. Rebound. Next to Marquez. And going back to Simon Sandagon, yung mga finishes niya ngayon, Coach Mike, iba, hindi push up.
Ano siya, kumbaga talagang tutok na tutok. Hindi yung biglaang release na nagmamadali. Ano?
Oo.
He's timed his shots well and very focused on a good finish.
4:21 remaining here in the first period. San Juan Knights have asked for a timeout. We'll be right back. Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Good sized crowd here at the Lucena Convention Center. Judel Fuentes had 13 of his 18 points against Basilan. Shot 7 of 14 from the field. He also had 6 rebounds and 2 steals. Judel is facing his former team here in this matchup tonight. And for more on him, let's go to Gianna.
Medyo kabado daw si Judel Fuentes pagdating sa preparasyon sa laro ngayon dahil alam niya kapag San Juan ang kalaban, mas mahigpit ang depensa sa kanya. Of course, it's because he played for San Juan for years, sharing that he still shares a close relationship with Orlan Wamar, Dexter Marquez, and Ron Denison. He reminisces on his favorite memory playing with that team when they reached the North Division Finals going against Nueva Ecija. He is grateful for San Juan for helping him develop his individual defense, attributing it to being an all-around player now here for Quezon. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, G. And, Judel Fuentes, undoubtedly one of the stars of this league right now, and really burst into the scene when he was with the Knights in 2022, and they had a signature 36-point game against Makati in the first round of the playoffs.
And that last game was really a good bounce-back game para dito kay Judel Fuentes. Trying to get back his form. Kasi isa to sa mga players na, alam pa nag-release, mas malamang yung papasok kaysa sa Mintes, because of his really good shot form.
He struggled big time in last season's playoffs as well, pero he's gotten past that.
Oh, yes, he did.
Full trust and confidence din yung Quezon Huskers sa kanya. Gozum inside, kick out to Tamsi. The 3-ball, yes! Great ball movement from the Huskers there to free up Francis Tamsi.
And that is exactly why it's very exciting to watch these Quezon Huskers. Not only understanding schemes, they move the ball a lot, and they love to take threes. But the activities inside so far, you see 4 orange shirts battling against Mike Calisan.
I think it's gonna be on Will Gozum. May tama dun sa ulo ni Mike Calisan. Look at RJ Minerva threading the needle as well. And then Tamsi finishing that wonderful ball movement from Quezon.
Lahat ng offensive schemes nila doon nasunod. 2 on the ball, you release that, get a hockey pass down on the baseline corner, and you see a baseline drift. They give it up over to Tamsi for that good 3. And so that was pretty much a really good offensive set for the Huskers. That's
last touch on Alvin Abundo.
Little cross screen between the bigs, lifting si Hugnatan sa taas para kung wala yung pasa kay Maikes, pwede lang initiate yung big man action sa ibabaw, maybe on a zoom and a little delay movement. In the meantime, Cranial Veloria underneath, getting that ball in the paint and challenging the guard defense of the Huskers.
Apat na.
Tsaka penalty na dito. One more before they get into penalty itong Quezon Huskers. Samantalang itong San Juan already in penalty.
Veloria rattles the free throw home. 3 minutes remaining. Reaction ni St. Junior, parang, sige, mintis mo. Mintis mo yan.
Subok lang.
Two for two for Cranial. 12 to 10. 3 minutes remaining here in the first period. Christian Pagaran is in the game. RJ Minerva is also in. Here he is against Ugnata, and he draws the foul on Papa Ray.
I like how the Huskers are, forcing their bigs into actions that they feel, at least they can compete against the other bigs of the San Juan Knights. Kanina, dami natin nakitang activity involving si Simon Sandagon. Ito, immediately, Minerva getting into it.
Free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances at subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Minerva has been playing with a lot of confidence. Kita natin yun last week against Basilan. Ang ganda ng nilaro niya, no?
At saka napaka-importante yung ganung kumpiyansa para sa players like Minerva because it really, gives them a lot of depth in that position, not just purely focused on Gabanal, Will Gozum, and Simon Sandagon.
There's a whistle on the floor again.
And so far, itong Huskers trying to keep in step with the movement offensively of the San Juan Knights. But in so doing, dami nilang foul na nako-commit. Topeng Lagrama now coming in for the Huskers.
That's the third point guard that they have put in sa larong to. Started with LJ, then Abundo, now Topeng Lagrama, who needs to match up with Orlan Wamar.
Agree. Napaka-interesting rin ng palitan ng tao dito sa San Juan Knights. A lot of, in my opinion, two-way players that can both score and defend. And so that's why it's tough to be going up against San Juan.
12 to 11. Another missed free throw for the Knights. Minerva with a counter steal. It's a foul on Maikes.
Pero nagustuhan ko doon si Rainiel Hugnatan getting in the passing lanes, almost stealing that ball. And really that back pick for that big is really a setup for a flare on the other end for shooters like Tamsi, and he was just in there getting in the passing lanes.
At the line for two, RJ Minerva.
RJ Minerva at the line. Missed both free throws in his last trip. Ngayon, also misfiring for ni Don Kapunan and Boss Magnum Embrere there. The Quezon management. One for four for RJ Minerva so far. Huskers with a 2-point lead.
So far the Huskers making half of their shot attempts for a 50% clip. You got to do a better job in making points from there because it's tough if you go up against San Juan.
Napare against Will Gozo. Hugnatan. Hugnatan Mintis. Leaving that one short.
Good hold on that post defense. Allowing that middle attack pero pinahirapan bago naka-atake ito si Rainiel Hugnatan.
Gozo pops out against Maikes. 10 seconds to work with. Pagaran on the handoff. A lot of holding off the ball.
And for these San Juan Knights to be giving attention to Pagaran really shows you yung klase ng player he's turned out this season para dito sa Huskers.
Well, he can hurt you. To say Christian Pagaran, he can hurt you with his play on the offensive end as well. Topeng Lagrama is at the line. That's 4 missed foul shots here early on.
And they're 1 out of 3 in their last 3 attempts.
No, actually 1 out of 5.
1 out of 5 na, right.
And Topeng nails the free throw, 14-11. You see how the Quezon defense holding San Juan here in the first period. Only held to 11 points. Maikes for 3. That doesn't drop. Rebound. Nakuha ni Topeng Lagrama. They go inside. Play broken up. Topeng trying to counter steal here. Maikes. Layup is short. Lagrama comes away with the loose ball. Waits for Minerva. Inside. RJ Minerva for 2.
Well, except for that missed layup attempt by Dexter Maikes, both these teams actually doing really good on both ends of the floor. Wamar misses a 3.
Nag-agawan ang dalawang naka-orange. So the ball will stay with San Juan. Our play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. I thought that was a good non-call there.
Agree. You gotta let these guys play.
AC will miss. Rebound. Will Gozum.
Boy, this game's played with a lot of pace between these two.
RJ Minerva. San Juan shooting just 25%. Minerva with a jumper. Misses everything there.
Well, it's going to be very important that Minerva makes those shots, because if he does, it stretches the defense of the bigs of San Juan Knights and would allow, you know, paint cuts to be pretty much easier of a receive para sa Huskers. Missed that shot wildly, and Vince Magbohus comes back for the Huskers.
Yun, kitang-kita mo, ramdam mo yung taas ng intensity ng laro na to. No? Vince Magbohus, I think Quezon has used up 10 or 11 players now.
They're going really deep on that roster. Mahalaga rin na they keep in pace against San Juan with this much, you know, speed of the game.
0 for 2 for Wamar from beyond the arc. Thompson with a rebound.
Final shot. An offensive sequence for the quarter para dito sa Huskers.
Topeng with the rock. Against Orlan Wamar. 7 seconds. Lagrama. Magbuhos pops out. He'll launch the 3. No. And that is it for our first quarter. One of the rare times that San Juan has held to a low output here in the MPBL. Only 11 points. As we check out the highlights of the first period, Simon Sandagon with that forceful finish. Dexter Maikes scores on the other end as well.
Well, one of the things, if you're going up against the San Juan Knights, you gotta control two-man action. And so far, I think defensively, that's the thing that the Huskers have actually prevented for the Knights to do, and also by scoring really good on the offensive end of the floor.
Back here in Lucena City as we check out the comparative stats here for the both teams. Quezon number 6 in scores. San Juan naman number 7. Halos pareho lang. Points allowed, number 1 ang Quezon. Number 2 ang San Juan. 2.1 point differential. Rebounding, Quezon the better team. Assists, San Juan is the better team only by 1. So, you know, a lot of very close statistical in some statistical departments, no? Masyadong dikit itong dalawang komponan.
Pretty much, because I feel they play similar in a lot of ways, offensively and defensively. Might be Quezon Huskers really returning more to threes on the offensive end. Samantalang ito namang San Juan Knights really going to their, you know, pick and pop actions, rollers on two-man game. Offensively para sa kanila.
Gozum. Judel Fuentes is in the game. Sends it to Magbuhos. The shot fake. Magbuhos slays it in.
I just love that court, that screen underneath by Will Gosum, clearing that path for that drive by Vince.
San Juan shooting just 3 of 15 in that first quarter. Quezon 5 of 11.
Actually, yun ang nagpahirap sa kanila. Just 20% shooting.
Almost a steal. Maiquez fouled hard by Lagrama. And Topping bouncing like a ball.
Lakas nun.
Shook that one off quickly.
Against that drive by Maiquez, really tried to cushion his fall pero hindi na umabot yung arm niya. Diretso na sa hip. He's a tough player. Picks himself up after that.
18-11. He is tough kahit maliit lang yan. Alam natin yan si Topping Lagrama.
Oo naman.
Yung mga laro, kaya paborito yan siya dito sa Quezon eh.
Ang laki ng fan base niya dito.
Lahat siguro ng barangay dito, nalaroan niya na yan.
Most
lahat ng barangay court, I mean. It started really playing basketball na paikot-ikot dito sa probinsya ng Quezon right around when he was in high school. That was more than a decade ago. Tamsi forced that one, and he fouls Maiquez.
And for Topeng to be continuing to perform at this level, to be kept by the Huskers, makikita mo kung ano rin ang naiko-contribute niya para dito sa kanilang team. Gives them that additional guard in the rotation of Coach Eric for the Huskers. But one thing that's na-observe ko dito, somehow dito sa San Juan Knights, we've never seen Mike Kalisaan involved in a pick and roll action. You know? It was only once when that chase action on that drive by Nico Panganiban. Everything else, that two-man game, middle of the floor has been taken away by the Huskers.
There's a whistle. I think it will go on Joshua Yero.
That's an interesting matchup as well. Joshua Yero against Maiquez on that action.
And so Soberano is yung binabantayan nitong ni Joshua Yero. LJ Gonzalez will check in on the next dead ball. Ooh. Almost a turnover for San Juan. Wamar fakes the handoff. Aldrich Ramos for 3. Rebound Judel Fuentes. Grama has it. Topic. Goes to Magbuhos. Back to Lagrama. 18-13. The kick out to Judel Fuentes. A 3. The ball is loose.
Oh, look at those guys.
Oh. And Magbuhos is down on the floor.
Talagang alam mo implication rin itong pwestuhan lalo na sa standings between these two teams.
Lucas Cullar comes in for the first time in this ball game.
Boy, that's another tough defending guard for the San Juan Knights.
And Magbuhos has stayed on the ground. Check out what happened here.
They got hit on the face.
Oo, sa pagpasa niya.
Habang dumadrive siya doon, sinubukan niyang iswing yung ball reversal para doon sa 3 points the other way. At in so doing, tinamaan siya.
I don't think there's going to be a call here. It's just going to be a
Will he be
out of bounds. But he needs to be replaced.
It's this mandatory sub, no? See this drive right here.
Yun, tinamaan.
Left elbow.
Oo, ang siko ni Dexter Maiquez.
Right to the cheek of Vince.
And totally unintentional there.
Yes.
RJ Minerva returns for Vince Magbuhos.
This is going to be crucial quality minutes here for RJ Minerva. It's got to be up to the level of what Vince has done so far for the Huskers.
LJ Gonzalez. Judel Fuentes. There's Craniel Villoria. That's off. Judel.
Well, they pretty much kept him in there in that sideline trap area. Judel was not getting anywhere. Couldn't go to the baseline. That area was pretty much covered. And sa ibabaw naman, nabangan rin siya ni Aldrich Ramos. And plus, fact of the matter is, he didn't have vision for a pass. So Orlan Wamar goes down. I doubt that was a foul on Judel Fuentes. I thought I saw Orlan Wamar go directly to Judel Fuentes. You gotta see that. Oh, there you go. He did see him.
Yeah, there was a little look
Sumilip
to
muna.
the side. It happened to John Uduba as well in the first game, and the second game rather. Omar, bigay kay Dexter Marquez. And LJ Gonzalez gets stuck there on the pick with Dexter Marquez. And Quezon is already in penalty here in the second quarter.
The action yan, they let JC Collier go. Marquez receives it, and LJ really just ramming right through the chest of Dexter Marquez in an effort really to refuse to get screened.
Kita mo rin yung ano eh, yung banggaan dyan sa loob, pisikalan. Ang bigat din, no? Dexter Marquez, kahit he may be the bigger guy, but he obviously felt that. You know, LJ Gonzalez, pato din yun eh.
Oo. At saka alam mo si Dexter, ang gusto niya, i-keep niya yung bola para pag lumampas si LJ, susubukan niya kung may atake siya, pero ang lakas rin talaga pagkakahampas sa kanya ng sa dibdib eh.
You got a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer.
Diego Darius in right now for the Huskers.
18-15. First time in the ball game para kay Diego Dario. Here's Dario.
JC Collier caught. Kita eh.
Can't say that was minimal contact, but
Yeah, definitely hooked him with that left hand.
oo, pero bilis eh, no? Ang bilis na pangyayari dun eh. Diego Dario sends it to Gabana. Sandago now against Calisan. Simon. No. Rebound ni Collier quickly to Wamar. He gets a running start. Orlan Wamar.
What a good effort defensively by both Gab and Simon on that drive by Orlan Wamar. A lot of bodies on the floor. At least for what, 5 to 6 sequences already. Different guys, ha? Iba-iba yan. Ito yung atake ni Orlan Wamar. Tried to create that separation. Kabungguan yung dalawang Huskers.
Tinamaan sa mukha.
Tinamaan sa mukha, right.
Needed a few seconds to gather, get himself together.
One thing you like about Orlan Wamar as the season progressed, nung start, medyo nag-struggle yan pagdating sa point guard role. No?
We have an update on Vince Magbuhos, Gianna Llanes.
Yes, quick update on Vince Magbuhos na siko nga raw siya, but no hard feelings daw. He is currently icing his mouth with a little bit of blood coming from his gums, pero nakangiti pa rin siya at kayang-kaya raw makabalik sa laro. Back to you guys.
Ay, salamat, G.
That's good news for the Huskers.
They go to Gabanal against Orlan Wamar.
This match.
There's a double team. Minerva will fire. That's off the mark. Collier with the rebound. Collier pushing. Goes to Aldrich Ramos. Orlan back to Aldrich against RJ Minerva. Craniel Villoria. Looking for Collier from the corner. That's good. Really patient from the Knights. 20-18, Diego Dario. RJ Minerva with the offensive foul.
Well, everybody really just staying attached to the guy on the ball. RJ Minerva called for that foul.
3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Collier able to knock down the three from the corner.
Well, Crinial Virolia was the critical part in that action, offering himself, flashing down the nail for a pressure release, tried to attack the middle, and left it up for that held three by JC Collier.
Viloria taken away by Judel Fuentes. Here's Judel, scoop layup and one. Para kay Judel Fuentes, his first basket of the ball game. Judel Fuentes, fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme X Pop, personal karaoke speaker.
Boy, did Judel need that one? Good finish against the defense with the left hand.
Everyday karaoke para kay Judel Fuentes.
Ito isa sa mga player na sila nasa pinaka-streaky na shooter ito, no? Si Judel Fuentes.
Absolutely.
Pag nakaisa yan, nasahan mo, susubok pa ulit yan. And just that confidence on his shots from the outside.
21-20, Kalisaan. Viloria, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Rainiel sends it to Collier inside. Kalisaan, the best in the business. And seeing gaps there inside the paint.
Well, every time he gets that ball inside the paint, walang isip na dribble yan. Si Kalisaan, tingin kaagad kung may available na tira.
This is the assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. You cannot turn your back on Mike Kalisaan. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the MPBL. Coach Alex was excited to face his former San Beda coach in Coach Eric for this game. Marami raw siyang natutunan sa kanya, with San Juan's preparation for today being his way of telling them, Master, ito na po ako ngayon, ready na po ako. Coach Eric naman reminisces on Coach Alex as his player, always with a notebook and pen. Napakatyaga daw ni Coach Alex bilang player that he would note down his shots taken and his percentage from the field. In Coach Eric's words, magaling siyang coach ngayon kasi napaka-teachable niya. He is always willing to learn more. Back to you, Sidalf and Coach Mike.
Thank you so much, G. And it's nice to hear that story between Coach Alex and Coach Eric going up against each other now, pero once in their lives work together as coach and as players. Siyempre si Coach Alex had a championship with in college with San Beda. Was that the drought ender, Coach Mike?
Oo.
He was the captain of that.
Yes. Sobrang saya namin.
Ngayon,
Oo.
yun na. Pumasok na.
Ang ano?
Ang pagkabidista mo. Para kasi Gianna, pumasok ang pagka-atenista ng second game.
Bihira lang naman yun sa akin.
24-21. And speaking of Coach Alex, we would like to give a birthday greeting sa kanyang nanay, Carmelita Lulu Ilumina. That's coming from Coach Alex and his family. Coach Alex, uh, 24-21.
So the big story and the difference, in my opinion, would be bench points right here. This is a what, +9 or +11 rather para dito sa San Juan Knights. Pretty much led by Dexter Maiquez, Orlan Wamar, and JC Collier. Talang dito sa Huskers, naka-scoring pagdating dyan. Minerva and Tamsi both have 3 and then Lagrama with 1. Those 7 points altogether off the bench para dito sa Huskers.
It's 26-21. And San Juan has taken control here. Sandagon is fouled by Aldrich Ramos.
Yeah, that time Simon Sandagon taking off a page from the middle lane attack of Mike Calisan, really just limiting himself to 1 dribble and strongly going to the cup.
Malayo, no? Iba talaga yung finishes ni Simon ngayon, no? Hindi na 1 dribble and then teardrop. Ngayon, 1 dribble tapos atake na.
Subo na talaga yung tira, talagang atake. Masama, para sa isang big na katulad niya, mas gusto mo yung yung attacking tutok talaga kaysa sa float.
Oo. And I think his upper body strength as well, no, nakita natin, lakas na rin ang katawan nito ni Simon.
Tama.
This is his 3rd season with Quezon. 26-23, 4.5 minutes remaining.
Tsaka pa habang lumalalim ka sa playoffs, ang dami na niyang magiging situation na gano'n.
And it looks like it will be a technical on Mike Calisan.
Was that a flop?
For faking a foul.
Let's gotta see that again.
Tingnan natin yung nangyari dito. Yeah, it may have been tripped by Diego Dario.
Yes, may tama sa paa no? Kaya na out of balance It wasn't really the bump coming from Minerva. It was from Sandagon. It really was the trip. Napapunta siya dun sa baba. Alam niyang hindi siya tinamaan dun ni Simon Ayun yung kino-contest nila ngayon. Na sinasabi ni Coach RB Mangaas napatid, which is exactly what we saw on at least on the replay.
Do we have a challenge here?
Yeah, the San Juan goes on another challenge.
Is that a call that can be overturned? Faking a foul, is that covered?
I think it is. He really definitely got tripped. So now they're discussing this with the officials. But one thing though that has really, I guess, parang a difference rin dito would be the made free throws, which is a +4 para dito sa San Juan Knights, or +6 rather. 13 versus 7 makes. The Knights shooting much better from the line.
Oh.
They've been back and forth with this.
They overturn a technical.
Oh yeah, that was a technical call, right?
The challenge made by San Juan Knights was successful. There was no technical foul.
So the technical has been rescinded here because Calisan was stripped by Diego Dario. Yun, sumabit yung kanyang kaliwang paa.
Kaya siya bumagsak
Lagrama returns.
So wala na yung technical.
Yeah. Joe M. Sabandal has entered the game. Kalisaan quickly to Galinato. Want the ball in the hands of Galinato fires a 3. Kopeng helping out, pero nakuha pa rin ni Kalisaan ng offensive rebound. Cuellar was fouled by Sandagon.
Foul right there on Simon.
And that's number 3 on Sandagon.
A tough call for Simon. Move right here by JC Cuellar on that drive. He beat Simon to the spot.
May kamay eh.
Oo.
Yes, he moved his feet, but
Mabigat doon, pangatlo na eh.
oo.
Ganda pa naman na nilalaro ni Simon so far in the first half.
Yeah. Not a way for San Juan. They really test your patience with the way they play. Now they more than half of their points are from the free throw line.
And then tsaka yung paint touches nila, really ano eh, ball on the floor eh. Hindi masyado yung swing eh. They really get a guy to initiate action going down the paint. And that's where the defense really tries to catch up and rotate.
28-23. Nabundo. Can't get past Galinato. Bundo is looking for Gabanal, no? Nagpunta kay Topeng Lagrama ang bola. Jumper from Topeng.
Laking bagay no slight nudge ni Topeng Lagrama to create that separation, allowing him to get off that shot.
Cuellar, free throw line jumper is money from Lucas.
And again, the Knights have been very consistent with attempts for paint touches, and they read off of that kung ano yung binibigay ng depensa. If you leave that lane open, they're gonna take it.
There's Lagrama. Magbuhos is in the way. There's a double team on Topeng. Turnover. And Sabandal is away.
And twice we've seen that sideline trap work defensively para dito sa San Juan Knights. Earlier we saw that with Jodel, and ito yung pangalawa kay Topeng.
Naldo Chunamos ang nakabantay kay Topeng. The kick out to Gabana, sets his feet, no good. Magbuhos grabs the rebound. Lagrama gets it back. 8 seconds to work with. Topeng for 3. Yes! Being active, Topeng Lagrama, and that has really gotten him into a rhythm here in the second period. 2:20 remaining.
Absolutely, the needed boost by the Huskers from the guard spot, Topeng has really provided.
Kalisaan puts the ball on the deck. Mike Kalisaan will not be denied. 4 points now para kay Mike Kalisaan.
And that's the first time of face-up ball on the floor action for Mike Kalisaan.
Too strong on that attempt para kay Will Gozum. The stop by San Juan. The Knights right here. Galinato seeing a crack in the defense. The Knights staying relentless here in the second quarter, forcing Quezon into a timeout. Fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme X Play on the Go speaker. Take your music anywhere.
So far, it's been the ball on the floor, paint touches action of the San Juan Knights that has really put a lot of pressure defensively for the Huskers.
Babalik ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino dito sa Lucena. Magaganda at mga pogi na nandito ngayon. That's our Gixxer fan of the game. Born for greatness.
Speaking of magaganda at pogi, babatiin ko lang yung mga pinsan ko nasa bahay ngayon na nanonood. Sila Ate Madi.
Iniram
and
ko
Kuya
muna,
Manix.
iniram ko muna yung pinsan nyo. Pasensya na kayo.
It's all good. So, man, yeah, pretty much a good game here between the Huskers and the Knights.
36-28. Dario. Great defense there. This is what I like about the Knights, their versatility defensively. These guards, Sabandal, Galinato, and Cuellar can really give them another dimension sa laro nila. No? When they come in, iba din yung binibigay nila Panganiban tsaka nila AC Soberano.
Tsaka yung solo coverage pagdating sa depensa, even on the closeout. Meantime, we got a good 3 drop there by Diego Dario. A little catch and shoot action off that wing. And we just talked about the kind of defense that San Juan provided for their team. Pero ang ganda ng pagkakapasok na yun ni Diego Dario.
Vince Magbo's creating the situation. Galinato gambled on the steal. And then Diego Dario swishes that 3 through. We'll be right back. LJ Topeng and Vince, trio, helping out in the win against Basilan, and Will Gozum and Luda Fuentes were the top scorers in that ball game. Pero syempre, can't do it alone. LJ Topeng and Vince contributing and making an impact. LJ Gonzalez is still on the bench.
At saka yung tatlo na yun, kahit na single digits lang yon, ang ganda ng field goal conversions, and napakalaking tulong na yon para dito sa Huskers in that game.
I don't expect double figures every time, but syempre pag panalo, good sign pa rin.
Yes.
Here's Galinato to Maikes. Magbuhos, so nakabantay sa Bandal from the corner. Look at Mike Calisaan, that's last touch on Gabanal.
Mike Calisaan, ang ganda ng kombinasyon ng box out at saka taas ng lundag, kaya hindi hirap kumuha ng rebound. See that leap by Mike.
Galinato inside. Another foul called on Quezon.
And that has really forced a lot of paint defense para dito sa Huskers.
Now, they've been in the penalty for quite some time now. Itong Quezon.
Indeed.
8 minutes para yata yun nung nasa penalty na sila.
Bawat atake kasi sa loob ng paint, napapwersang tumulong. May mga shooters ka pa sa labas. Lalo na JC, hit one earlier. And you have to be mindful against those shots from the outside.
And already with 18 free throws are the Knights. They are 17 of 19 from the foul line here in the first half. 38-31. A field goal shooting this quarter. 7 of 9 for San Juan. 5 of 12 for Quezon. Bagsak si Cuellar. That's an offensive foul on Tamsi.
Ganun talaga yung klase ng ng depensang nakukuha mo mula dito sa San Juan.
The call here? Inadvertent whistle.
Ooh.
For a while, ready na ready na mag-complain ang lahat. Either way. Either way.
Handa na.
Handa na, magreklamo lahat. Walang natutuwa
Oo.
Magbuhos. Gozo from the corner. That's
Ganda.
a 3. Got it.
Laking bagay talaga ng corner 3 And especially if it's a guy that has good range. Will Gossom sinks it off that feed by Vince.
Here's Cuellar, finds Marquez. That's a 3 as well. Silences the crowd here.
Bawian lang yung 3 points ng mga bigs. That time, slip action by Marquez on that middle ball screen.
They blitz Dario. He gets it to Magbuhos. Got it! This duel in Lucena is living up to the hype in the first half. Palitan ng 3 dito to close out the first half. That will count para kay Vince Magbuhos. Will Gossom nails it from the corner, off the feed from Magbuhos. And then Marquez, 2-man action. Marquez swishes that one through. And before we ended, the 3 ball galing kay Vince Magbuhos. 41-37 at the break. Lamang ang mga bisita sa San Juan Knights.
Challenge, Jose Francis Benedict, Rich Imperial, and Eric John Oriada. Come down, Joseph Francis Benedict, Rich Imperial, and Eric John Oriada.
Welcome back to Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Andito pa rin po tayo sa Lucena Convention Center in Quezon Province for our main game for today. It is halftime of our game between the Quezon Huskers and the San Juan Knights. The score is 41-37 in favor of San Juan. Ako po si Gian Alianes at kasama ko ngayon ang assistant coach ng Quezon Huskers na si Coach Jeric Teng. Coach Jeric, nabanggit ko nga kanina na last time that you faced San Juan, you guys lost by 30 points. But this time, you guys are keeping the game very close. Para sa'yo, anong pinakamalaking improvement ng team nyo ever since that last match last year?
Maybe it's more of the experience. And then, tinalo na kami na San Juan twice sa previous 2 seasons. So we have more motivation coming to this game. Ayaw talaga namin magpatalo.
And of course, one of the biggest things for your team is that you have huge support. Ano yung nararamdaman at paano napupush ang inyong players every time they see and they hear the Quezonians na todo support talaga?
Wala, grabe talaga yung support ng mga Quezonians. Kitang-kita naman every time we have home games dito sa Quezon, napakarami po nila. And sila po yung parang 6-man namin. When things are not going well sa team namin, sila yung boost of energy namin.
All right, I'm sure that you want to thank them and everybody else who's supporting your team, kaya pasalamatan mo naman sila.
Pinapasalamatan po namin lahat po ng mga tao nandito po ngayon sa Lucena Convention Center. Maraming salamat po sa inyong suporta. Gayon din ang lahat po ng mga Quezonians na sumusuporta sa amin on Facebook or on live TV. Maraming salamat po. We would like to thank also our ever generous and supportive owners, Governor Dr. Helen Tan, Congressman Attorney Mike Tan, Bokal Doc Kim Tan, Dr. Camille Tan, si Mayor Ralph Lim, our manager Attorney Don Kapunan. Siyempre, andyan din po sila Malik, Kobe, and Calix. We also, gusto ko rin magpasalamat at mag-hi sa aking kababayan dyan sa Gumaka. Happy Fiesta po sa Barangay Pipisik, Barangay Progreso, and Barangay Mabunga. And iniimbitahan na rin po namin ang lahat po ng viewers natin. Sana po makabisita po kayo sa aming Nugjugan Festival. Napakarami po activities. Marami po kayong pinagmamalaking mga produkto. Sana po matry nyo. And yun lang po, sana supportahan nyo yung team natin ng Quezon Huskers.
Thank you very much. Once again, that was the assistant coach of the Quezon Huskers, Coach Jeric Teng. Magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
Sa ating mga minamahal ng MPBL fans dito sa Lucena Convention Center. Tonight we have 3 contestants. For those Lucena City. Isa na tayo. May basket at the half-court line para makapilo. Itong mapagandang Suzuki Bird basket. Tingnan natin. Whenever you're ready, Joseph Francis, take it away. Here we go. Lumabas sa bote. Ang Quezon. From the Tuman sa Niyaya, si Rich Imperial. Ang timing mo, Rich Imperial. Good luck.
Back inside the Lucena City Convention Center here in Lucena, Quezon. 41-37, the San Juan Knights with a 4-point lead against the Quezon Huskers. San Juan held to just 11 points in that first quarter and then came through with a really strong response in the second period. That's why they've taken a 4-point lead here at the break. A lot of free throws for both teams actually.
And I think that has really worked for San Juan. Would be advantage pagdating dyan sa free throws. There's a +8 in terms of attempts and a +4 in makes. Mantalang they played a lot of defense, forcing 11 turnovers, to which they got 10 points off of it. And they get huge help from the bench, 33 versus 18. And the thing that's really keeping the Huskers afloat is yung 3-point makes as well. They got 6 versus 2 para dito sa San Juan Knights. And the paint action has really put a lot of pressure on the defense of the Huskers, causing them to foul a lot.
And Dexter Marquez has 10 points. Colliar came off the bench with 7. Wamar has 6 and Calisaan has 4. Usually, Mike Calisaan, he may be quiet in the first 2 periods, but he's capable of coming up with a big second half. Lagrama, Sandagon, Gonzalez, Magbuhos ang leading scorers para dito sa Quezon Huskers.
Mas lalo na kung alam mong marami ng fouls na nakukommit itong kalaban mo, doon talaga nagte-take advantage din si Mike Calisaan inside the paint.
Coach Alex Angeles. Engineering that comeback in the second quarter. Ang bigat ng second quarter nitong San Juan.
30 points yung ginawa nila doon. 30 versus 21. And a lot of that has to do with pressure on the paint. At saka yung free throws talaga yun ang malaking
Early foul, early penalty ang
Yes.
ang Quezon.
Yes.
Kakabalik lang din ni LJ Gonzalez sa laro.
Played very little minutes noong first half yan.
Only 6 minutes para kay LJ. 2 fouls on LJ. Sandagon has 3 fouls, so he will not start the third. Orlan Wamar will shoot and hit. Orlan Wamar knocks down the 3. His first triple of the game.
The danger there is he took that very comfortably against that hand raised by Vince Magbuhos. Off-ball action, gets the ball, takes the shot.
Nabanal did not relocate. Ang pasa ni Judel was the pass to the space, so turnover.
Pretty much. Judel thought as he drove middle, he was expecting Gabanal to fan away, going to that open spot, pero hindi nangyari yun, kaya nag-turnover.
Gamboa to Panganiban. Gamboa lost it, last touch on the Huskers.
Sipag rin humabol sa offensive rebound talaga ni Arvin Gamboa.
No, all of the San Juan bigs
ganun no?
are like that.
Oo.
Orlan Wamar drives right at LJ and passes it off at the final moment. It's a turnover.
That almost looked like an emergency pass for Orlan Wamar. I'm sure he was thinking score first. Pero ang ganda nung collapse ng depensa. They compacted that paint and made it difficult for Orlan to have anything.
Judel gets it. Minerva inside to Magbuhos. He's been playing well. And to see Vince Magbuhos hit a 3 to close out the first half.
I say good recovery that time by Judel Fuentes. Fumbled that ball a little bit of that flare screen. Had a quick thinking to leave it up for Minerva, who then finds Vince underneath. Then sits down on the floor after that little action with Judel Fuentes, that left side. See this right here. Boomerang pass back. Ayun.
Natamaan sa mukha. Ito si Ron Denison.
Sa pwestuhan. Katamaan.
44-39. And delay of game as well on Ron Denison.
My God, hit.
Tinamaan daw siya but may oras na yata yung recovery time. Dapat may oras na rin ang review
Oo.
para ma-warn.
May guaranteed time, no?
Oo nga. Here's Orlan. Ron Denison now. Goes to Orlan Omar. A 3 on the way. No good. Good battle inside. Gabanal. Boxing out Mike Calisaan. Always a battle when you have Ron Denison defending you.
Oh, yeah, that guy refuses to be, beat on post defense. And so he was trying to get to a spot na maging fronted niya si Vince Magbuhos, and Vince was just very active, out positioning him down there.
Foul on Denison.
That's the second on Ron. Baseline out of bounds here for the Huskers. Watch out for Judel on that corner exit, and alam na ni Ron Denison kung ano yung mangyayari.
Judel Fuentes misfires. Judel only with 3 points so far in the ball game. Panganiban, drop pass to Calisaan, nowhere to go. Labas kay Arvin Gamboa. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Arvin over Gabanal. Gamboa extends the lead to 7.
Ang matindi dito sa mga bigs ng San Juan, pag tinignan mo si Mike Arvin Gamboa, Mike Calisaan, halos pare-pareho ng profile ng laro, no? Lakas sa ilalim, kaya makapagsabayan, good decision makers, whether to make a shot or kick it out to spray it out to the guys outside. And that time, Arvin Gamboa with a good finish. Meantime, may player na naman tayo nasa sahig.
Kaya nga.
RJ Minerva naman to.
See what happened here.
Ooh.
Was it on Calisaan?
No, I think that was on Orlan Wamar.
Orlan Omar.
He really just slipped that screen.
Kaya nga.
Busy mga mapman dito.
Kaya kanina pa yan sa isang game.
14.2 seconds.
Gonzalez against Wamar. LJ gets it to Jodel Fuentes for 3. It's a foul on Denison.
That's number 3 on Ron. Couple of quick ones here to start the third quarter. And just shows you na hindi ganun kadali ang bantayan ng isang Jodel Fuentes. You see that ball reversal right there on that weak side 3. And tumama yung left hand ni Ron Denison trying to challenge that shot by Jodel from 3.
Yeah, and Jodel gets the free throw to drop. 46-40. I'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Attorney Don Capunan and Magnum Mimbrere.
And showing a lot of support para dito sa Huskers as they play at home. And Jodel Fuentes makes the free throws.
For 46-42. 4-point lead for San Juan. Denison.
Ganda.
The pass to Panganiban. The drop to Calisaan. A hard foul. Not much there.
No, I don't think there's anything there. Really just Gabanal preventing Mike Calisaan from rising up to make an attempt.
It is really the only thing that you can do if you're Gabanal.
Mismo. Lakas ng katawan ni Mike Calisaan sa loob
Oh, and then I think that's a good gesture there. Kamayan agad si Gab and Mike. Calisaan at the free throw line. Libre na naman siya, no, Coach Mike? Center Jinggoy Estrada.
At saka mentality talaga ni Mike, pag nakuha yung bola sa loob, wala nang dribble. Titira na kaagad eh. Marami na yung 2 dribble sa kanya sa loob.
2 for 2 for Mike Calisan. 48-42 ang ating talaan dito. 7 minutes remaining in the third. Fuentes gets it to Magbuhos. Nice fake from Vince. 2 free throws coming up.
And you like that Vince also, similar to how Simon has been, very active inside the paint, because that too should put more strain on the rotation in the paint para dito sa San Juan Knights.
Magbuhos at the line, and we'll take this chance na para batiin ang ating mga kaibigan sa Concentric CDO, Miss TJ and Sir Jeff. Pabati galing kay Commissioner Kenneth Doremdes, who was the guest in their sports fest yesterday.
Dami ngayon yan, ang mga nag-sports fest na mga corporate. Tsaka ano to, normally mga planning season to eh, sometime August, September.
Namimiss mo yung corporate life mo, ha?
I love where I am.
Parang ang bilis ng bawi mo kaagad, ha?
Totoo naman yun.
48-44. Orlan to Craniel. He pulls up. No. The top. It takes a couple of players from Quezon to get that ball away from Mike Calisan.
Tsaka walang box out yung kay Mike. Diretsong lundag lang yun.
Gabanal fires. No. Rebound ni LJ. But ball taken away by Orlan Omar. All ball. Orlan in the paint. Labas kay Nico. Again to Calisan, bothered by Gonzalez. He comes up with a steal. Magbuhos loses his footing.
Boy, you gotta admire Arvin Gamboa for running back.
Craniel. LJ stood his ground there. Arvin gets the jumper. No good. Magbuhos with a rebound.
Back the other way.
LJ. To Judel. Balik kay LJ Gonzalez.
Clear.
Who wants the corner clear. Gonzalez puts his head down. And he is fouled by Craniel Viloria. And such an exhausting sequence there for all of us here.
Totoo.
Meanwhile, let's get a breather and bring in Gianna Llanes.
Gaya ng binanggit nyo si Delph and Coach Mike, that foul trouble in the second quarter was what the Huskers discussed most during their halftime huddle. Kinailangan i-reiterate ni Coach Eric ang kanilang team defense, which is evidently being challenged today by San Juan's consistent shooting. Mahirap daw kasi matukoy ang isa lang player ng Knights na kailangang i-cover dahil kahit ang bench nila ay strong shooters din. So it was going back to being the #1 defensive team in the league for Quezon. The players are nothing but focused, wanting to keep the game close to finally get that win against the Knights. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, G. Something that they needed to address.
Oh, definitely.
They gave up a lot of fouls in that
15 personal fouls that they gave up in the first half on Quezon.
That's 3/4 of penalty. LJ goes 2 for 2, 48-46. 5:20 remaining here in the third quarter. Pugnatan dumps it to Calisan. He's fouled by Minerva.
And every time that set of starting it off with a step-up pass to a big man like Mike Calisaan to initiate the offense, you know, pretty much so many actions that could be potentially a threat offensively para dito sa San Juan Knights. You've got Mike Calisaan going to the weak side block after a back pick by Orlan Wamar. And Wamar can even rise up for a 3 if the defense keeps napping on that action. So kung ikaw ang Huskers, kailangan talaga masipag ka na makita yung mga nangyayaring options na yun. And pretty much the help side also got to be very active.
Free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Calisan is up to 8 points in the ball game.
Eight points pero very steady performance pa rin kay Mike.
LJ thought about it, now takes the three. He misses. Rebound, Nico Panganiban. Panganiban, well defended by Gonzalez. Agawan sa rebound.
Oh, man.
It ends up with Mike Calisan. Who else?
Ibang kalahasi talaga. Tatlong orange shirts yung kasabayan niya doon, pero si Mike ang nakakuha.
Calisan, short on that attempt. Hierro with a rebound. Here comes LJ Gonzalez. Gets it to Gab Banal. A three for Gab. And Quezon is within one with 4.5 minutes remaining in the third. First triple of the ball game for Gab Banal.
7-4 the game para dito sa Quezon Huskers. Clearly, at the start of the third quarter, the obvious effort has been crashing the boards for the Huskers.
Panyamoga, that's actually Panganiban. Sorry about that. Wamar has it. Papa Ray against Joshua Hierro. They want to clear out. That's a foul on Hierro.
Oh boy, I didn't think there was enough on that attempt by Reynal Ognatan. Pretty much two bodies colliding clearly, pero mukhang walang foul.
This is the play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
I love that Gabanal stepped into that three without any hesitation after that pass of that wing. Ito, inaabangan na ni Asen Jinggo yung free throws ni Reynal Ognatan.
Grabe. Ganda ng free throw shooting ng San Juan.
91%. No?
23 of 25, 52 to 49. They needed all of those
Oh, yes.
makes in this ball game.
Definitely, especially in a close game like this.
Tampsi fires a pass to Banal. A three again. That won't work. Rebound nakuha ni Papa Ray. Orlon Wamar gets it to Cranial Viloria. Ognatan against Gozum. Back to Viloria. He'll fire a three. That won't go. Rebound nakuha ni Will Gozum.
And the Huskers will be fine with Cranial getting off those three attempts. They'll be fine with that. The important thing is for them to close out that defense with a defensive rebound.
Banal fakes the pass. Bounce pass inside. Will Gozum for two.
Sinubukan tumulong ni AC Soberano. Iniwanan si Tamsi sa corner. Pero ang ganda pa rin ng pagkakahanap ng pasa na yon for Will Gozum.
1 point game again.
Spain action here right on the middle.
Ognatan, good closeout by Gozum. Back to Wamar. Mano Imano with Gonzalez. There's a foul. It will go against Will Gozum.
As he tried to help out of that stunt.
Assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Well, clearly, ina-allow nitong San Juan Knights yung three-point attempts for the Huskers, trying to challenge them to make those shots from the outside. Because as that drive down the middle by Gab, obviously nag-curl under itong si Will Gozum. Naka-help si AC doon sa curl under, hindi doon sa three-point attempt with Tamsi holding that corner three.
Oh. Omar misses the free throw. Pasok ang Mike Quezon and Banal getting into it. And then Hierro.
And Mike
Slight bump there. Gozum to Tamsi. Open si Gab. Masyadong malayo ang pasa doon.
That pass was way behind Gabanal.
Dario, the sidestep. He finds Hierro for three. No, Banal is there to put it back in. And we are tied at 53.
I feel it is always dangerous to be blitzing against Diego Dario because once he brings two on the ball, he is definitely gonna probe and spray it out to shooters from the outside.
Marquez, his knee tumama dun sa braso ni Joshua Yero, and Yero is in pain.
I thought that was on the shoulder of Joshua. And his hit hit the floor too.
And there might be excessive, it might be excessive there from Dexter Marquez.
Agree. We're gonna look at this. That knee was pretty much the first one that got underneath. See that here. Grabbing. Oh yeah.
They call a foul. But may hatak din kasi pababa eh. Kaya if you're Dexter Marquez, mahirap din kasi yung weight.
Tinutulak siya pababa rin eh, no?
Oo. So, mahirap din kontrolin yung katawan dun.
Oo.
Coach Mike.
Oo naman. Yung kasabay pang hatak pababa. Well, thankfully, Joshua is okay. That looked like a hard hit on dun sa kanyang balikat. And alam naman natin, shoulder injury, medyo mahirap yan for players.
Marquez quiets the crowd by making the first free throw.
11 point for the game to go with 4 rebounds and 1 assist. And this is why you almost don't feel when Calisan goes to the bench, because Marquez and Arvin Gamboa have been pretty good rotation guys in that position. So halos hindi mo nararamdaman yung impact ng pagkakaupo ni Mike Calisan, and lalo na kung nakakatulong pa ito si Reiniel Hognatan sa big spot mo.
Well, that is really the usual rotation. I don't think there's a big drop-off in quality every time nagpapahinga ito si Mike Calisan.
Agree.
Diego Dario, yes!
Oh, man.
That's a 3 para kay Diego Dario. The Huskers in the lead here at home with under 2 minutes to play in the third. 56-55.
And a couple of heads-up play para dito kay Diego Dario. That time a made shot.
Niero and Marquez, look at the battle there. Thompson with a steal. Marquez trying to chase. And now Francis Thompson with a finish. And that forces San Juan into a timeout. 58-55. And Joshua Yero just standing his ground against Dexter Marquez, not allowing him to get the ball. And then the steal, leading to this fast break of the game, brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme magpalamig, free installation for split type air conditioners. You have a timeout. Quezon's next 3 games, a duel with Nueva Ecija next week, and then a collision with Sarangani on the 28th. September 1 is a date with the Mindoro Tamaraws.
Yeah, pretty interesting matchup doon yung sa Nueva Ecija. And I think the Sarangani and Mindoro there, no, trying to get a spot in the playoffs.
Ano lahat to, no? The high pressure situations for all teams now.
Agree.
Wamar, no good. Rebound, Magbuhos.
I was gonna say that Orlon Wamar was definitely gonna make an attempt there, but got a good stop from the Huskers.
Dario for 3, in and out. That would have rocked the Lucena City Convention Center again.
That was a really good looking shot for Diego Dario.
Wamar will cross over from Orlan, and again a foul. on that move galing kay Orlan Wamar. Just so crafty when he has the ball, Orlan Wamar.
Shows you his handles, trying to move that defense of Diego Dario. But you also gotta admire Diego Dario just keeping in front. Pero talagang sobrang malikot rin lang to si Orlan Wamar, no? Mapupuwersa ka talagang mag-foul.
And Orlan Wamar gets the first free throw to drop.
11 points, 1 rebound, couple of assists para dito kay Orlan Wamar.
Yeah, I always have a decision. I think if the assists are down as well para kay Orlan Wamar, it's usually a close game.
Agree. Kasi dun lumalabas yung threat niya, and so he's just too good a decision maker to understand, you crash down on me defensively, you're gonna find another guy that's free.
Dario drops it off to Sandagon, may have taken an extra step. Pagaran will finish up top. What a pass galing kay Simon Sandagon.
What a finish by Pagaran also. Wersado, pareho. Ang ganda ng pagkaka-finish na yon.
Andres Ramos bothered by Tamsi. Soberano has it. Gets it to Cuellar. 3 seconds in the shot clock. Lucas finds Villapando inside. What a play. Sa kakapasok lang na si Kenneth Villapando, and that signals the end of the third quarter. What a game so far here. Only 1 point separating Quezon and San Juan in this duel in Lucena. The highlights of the game brought to you by Sip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration.
Well, Orlan Wamar started this quarter with a good 3-point shot, taking notice that I'm about to score in this quarter, but Gab Banal and the rest of the guys really working on defense. That's been the story so far for the Huskers, crashing down on the boards, making it difficult for any activity to happen offensively para dito sa San Juan Knights. And right now, they are up 160 and 59 at the end of 3.
Our matchup update, 12 points and 2 assists para kay Orlan Wamar. Only 1 field goal from Orlan Wamar. LJ naman only has 1 field goal as well. But it's nice to see them lead their respective teams here in this duel in Lucena. Iba-iba yung nagpapakita ngayon para dito sa parehong kupunan.
Yes, agree. And different guys really stepping up for them. Vince Magbuos has done well para dito sa Quezon Huskers. Orlan Wamar does have 12. Struggle from the field, pero ang ganda ng free throw conversions ni Orlan Wamar, which, a bulk of his points really coming from the line.
Quarter scoring 16-11 Quezon in the first, 30-21 in the second para naman sa San Juan, and then Quezon regaining the advantage 23-18.
Just a good response by the Quezon Huskers in the third quarter. It's just very intentional in terms of, crashing those boards, gang rebounding, so to speak. AC knocks it down from top of the key.
61-60. Nabawi na ng San Juan ang lamang dito. They're still with us, Dav Tupas and Mike Perez and Gian Alianes here in Lucena. Pagaran to Tamsi. They go to Magbuhos. Vince.
Well, that's so offensive.
Gives up the foul.
Well, that was a hold, rather. I thought I saw Tamsi initiate the action first. But it was Marquez who got called.
Shot clock 14 seconds.
Sandagon gets the inbound. And LJ Gonzalez. 3. Yes. This is LJ Gonzalez quarter. LJ Gonzalez era na yan. Basta fourth quarter para sa Quezon.
Pretty much. And how important is for that shot to go in for LJ Gonzalez. They've been trying to drop off of him as he has that ball from the top. Look at this. Given that space, you got to take that shot if you're LJ.
Using that dribble to get into his shooting motion. Pagaran is whistled for the foul. May tatlong free throws para kay Dexter Marquez. 9 of 20 from beyond the arc for Quezon. Only 3 of 14 for San Juan. Let's go to Gianna.
Sa Dolphin Coach Mike, maturity ang gustong ipakita ng Knights sa huling quarter na ito dahil decision-making daw ang makakapanalo sa kanila sa laro ngayon. JC Collier actually pointed out to his teammates that all of Quezon's players are taking good shots right now. So when they're in trouble reading the opponent's plays, their defense has to drive who the ball goes to. In his words, mas okay na mapunta yung bola sa mga hindi usually nilang shooter. Because of this, communication is key. And that is what Coach Alex advised his players. They know what to do now. It's just about when to do it. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, G. And all about letting the other guys beat you now.
Agree.
If you're Coach Alex. But when you have the other guys also stepping up, mahirap. Magbuhos, no. Agawan sa rebound. Collier has it. Villapando, the trailer. He's fouled.
So far, maganda pinapakita ni Villapando this very small stint that he has on the floor. You know, sipag bumaba
This is the second time in the last few games na maganda yung pasok ni Villapando. Had a really good game against Zamboanga as well.
And exactly the kind of player to which ni-report kanina ni Gianna na yung ibang players naman na mag-contribute. At ang feeling ko, alam mo, nagagaling rin yun sa klase ng player ni Coach Alex kasi nung naglalaro siya, yung ibang kakampi niya rin ng madalas na nagko-contribute
Get a special deal from Monex Bet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Now, this team has really also embraced yung personality ni Coach Alex. So,
pretty much.
Kupunan na to. LJ, he took an extra step. That is a foul on the side. I thought that was an LJ Gonzalez call.
Oo.
Because he's LJ Gonzalez. Pero there is a call right there. Yes. Not a lot of contact, but it is a foul nonetheless. LJ! Ang bilis mo!
Kuha ng bola, atake kagad pababa. And now he's aggressively pursuing making shots and creating situations for the Huskers.
65 to 63.
Look at him.
That's a foul on Collier. Can't deny LJ.
You're not denying LJ with that much of pace on his side of the floor, and really starts on the defensive end. He gets into that passing lane, chase for the ball. Look at him really try to reach out.
That's an offensive foul. There's it looks like there will be a warning on the Huskers.
And so you get good guard production from the Huskers. You gang rebound the ball. It pretty much has given a different dimension to the game of the Huskers tonight.
Gonzalez wants Magbuhos on the other side because he wants this step back to drop. LJ Gonzalez. It is his time. It's the fourth quarter, 67 to 63. Wamar trying to answer against Pagaran. Gets it to Marquez. A three. Yes, sir! Dexter Marquez. Ang tindi ng palitan dito.
Wow, how beautiful is this game being played? I mean, you love the compete and the execution, especially here in the fourth quarter.
LJ against Colliar. He lost it. That is last touch on Colliar.
Well, again, the offense of LJ against the defense of JC.
This is the Gixxer great move of the game. Born for greatness.
That one coming off a little X action between the slot-to-slot guys. Little exchange of a shallow cut by Vince Magbuos, allowing that left side to be operated on by LJ Gonzalez.
Dali lang, no? Lumipat lang si Vince Magbuos. Ano yun na? Libre na. Ang space na yun para kay LJ to operate.
That created that triple gap for LJ na dumiskarte. Ganda rin ang pagkakabasa niya sa drop coverage na yun ni JC.
Gonzalez got the step. Magbuhos from the corner. In and out. Rebound ni Royce Alforque. Who's back in the game specifically for LJ Gonzalez. Grabe rin yung laban dito ni Vince Magbuhos in this ball game.
Very clear yung yung anticipation nila sa entry pass. Rim runs, post-ups, they just keep on getting into those passing lanes.
Gonzalez again, got it.
The guy's feeling it right now.
Let him cook. LJ Gonzalez.
The guy is cooking right now.
Royce Alforque. They want to go to Wamar. Soberano is open. A three on the way. Gets it to go.
Well, that's the threat right there. LJ.
Ang bigat ng binitawan.
Oh, bigat nun.
That is three-pointer number 42 for the season para kay AC Soberano.
Oh man, that touch from the outside from AC.
LJ again. Bigay kay Magbuhos. Finds Jodel Fuentes. Pagaran is open. A three. Masyado malakas. And that is what Coach Alex wanted to happen there.
You give them the three.
And that Pagaran, not really known as a three-point shooter, to take it.
Exactly.
Wamar. Kalisaan, the mid-range jumper. And that ball taken away by LJ Gonzalez.
And they're gonna try and slow things down.
Fifth deadlock of the game. 8 lead changes. Okay, 69 all. I have been to 3 overtimes this week. Okay. And Jodel Fuentes right between the eyes. 72 to 69.
The threes have made the difference aside from the defensive coverage of the Huskers this game.
5 of 16 para sa San Juan. 10 of 23 for Quezon. And Orlan Wamar will not allow this game to slip away from San Juan. 71 to 72. Quezon has asked for a timeout. Single coverage here on Jodel. And guess what happens?
Finds bottom of the net. And again, sa kabila naman, hindi pinayagan ni Orlan Wamar. Rejects that screen. Chase the baseline side with a left-hand finish.
Timeout, Quezon. 4:50 remaining in this ball game. Magbabalik ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino dito sa Quezon, Lucena Convention Center in Quezon Province. That's our fan of the game, brought to you by LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Hello, madam. Magandang gabi sa'yo. Big crowd here on this Saturday evening. Oy! Commissioner Kenneth Doremdes,
Di ko nakita yun.
Head of Operations, Emer Oreta, and Head of Security, Rudy Distrito. Ayos. Ayos, ang daming nagdi-date dito.
It's a weekend sa Del.
Oo naman. Simon Sandagon. Diego Dario is back on the floor to spell itong si LJ Gonzalez. Dario was fouled on the way to the cup.
And what I love also about both ends, offense and defense, talagang pinahihirapan rin yung atake. And as much as maganda yung opensiba nitong Huskers, nakatapat rin talaga yung depensa nitong San Juan Knights.
That time, and Diego Dario knocks down the free throw. Some of the Quezon Huskers support group there. Jaggy Gregorio is there. Siyempre, I would like to give a quick shout out kay Miss TJ and Sir Jeff of Concentrics CDO. Nag-enjoy ng game ngayon. Magandang gabi po. Pabati galing kay Commissioner Kenneth Duremdes, who was there in their company sports fest earlier. 74-71, a foul away from the ball. And Dexter Marquez is just so smart.
Tsaka pagka nandun na sa pwesto, talagang alam niya eh.
Itong mga little actions na ginagawa ni Dexter Marquez, some of them will not reflect on the stat sheet. Okay, yung mga konting gulang ba na naiisahan niya yung kanyang bantay. Hindi makikita sa stat sheet yan.
Ano talaga, basketball smarts eh. Ano si Marquez.
4:24 remaining. Royce Alforque. Bigay kay Dexter Marquez. Now with Galinato.
Pull up.
Alforque back to Galinato. Wide open. A three on the way. We're tied again at 74.
I have always thought that a slot-to-slot exchange for a couple of guards from three after an initial action is tough to defend, and pinakita sa atin yun. Ganda ng pasa ni Royce papunta kay Galinato. On the money.
Bagsak si Judel Fuentes. Alforque recognizing Galinato as the open man right there.
You see the pressure on the slot defense between those two guards. Royce pretty much triggered that closeout by, was that Vince Maguos or Gab Banal, and really just leaving out that left side three for that make by Galinato. And Judel Fuentes now goes to the line. So far he's got 9-2-2 across his name. Deadlocked at 74.
What a game so far. 16 of 20, make that 17 of 21 at the line.
Plus 14 points para sa San Juan pagdating sa free throws. Plus 12 naman pagdating sa 3 points para dito sa Quezon.
2 for 2 for Judel Fuentes. San Juan already over the limit. May isa pang foul to give dito ang Huskers. 3:45 left. A wayward pass ends up with Gab Banal. And it's a turnover for San Juan. Judel Fuentes, dinidikitan ni Galinato. Gozum. Now with Diego Dario. Dario. Nice pass to Gozum. The teardrop won't go. The ball is loose and picked up by Calisaan. Look at Marquez and Gozum fight for position inside. And the foul is on Will Gozum. Nagtataka ka pa ba? Kung si Dexter Marquez ay nakapwesto dun.
Oo. Talagang pupwesto at pwepwestohan ka. Yung timing pati ng pagkakapwesto at angulo nito ni Dexter Marquez na nagbibigay sa kanya ng advantage. Kaya natatawagan ng foul yung dumidepensa sa kanya eh. And I do like how earlier itong Quezon Huskers defended against that high-low action of that backdoor by Calisaan. Right now, once again, it's going to be a defensive stop here that's crucial for the Huskers.
And again, merong turnover.
Yeah, huli yung view ni Dexter. I guess that to me is the most dangerous two-man action which involves Orlan Wamar and Mike Calisaan. Right there, little back pick by Orlan Wamar. Feed him up underneath. Nahuli lang yung pagkakakita ni Dexter Marquez.
LJ wants a clear out. They go for a double team. Gozum. Open si Tamsi sa corner. LJ will miss the jumper. And a foul will be on Dexter Marquez. He will send Sandagon to the free throw line.
And clearly Sandagon was trying to raise his arm up in an effort to try and secure a deep offensive rebound after that miss, point blank. And to your point, libre dun sa corner si Tamsi kanina.
Kanina pa, no?
Oo. Lalo na kung yun ang binibigay na tira nila, no? Nitong San Juan Knights. Simon so far.
Wow, what a game para sa Quezon to also deliver one of their better performances of the season. Coach Mike saving it here against the San Juan Knights, the powerhouse from the north. But Sandagon splits his free throws, and it's still a 3-point lead for Quezon. San Juan with the ball. Wamar to Panganiban. Back to Orlan. LJ ang nakabantay sa kanya. Orlan, the drive! He will get the roll, Orlan Wamar.
Oh my goodness.
You are unreal. Orlan Wamar, play of the game brought to you by 1xBet. Title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Parang pinaglalaroan lang tayo ni Orlan Wamar.
He held on to that ball just long enough for them to concentrate either on him down the middle or that roll of Mike Alisan. And then you got shooters Galinato and who's that other guy? Panganiban the other end.
Ayaw paghiwalayin itong dalawang kupunan natin. We're tied at 77.
How many overtimes have you been to?
3 extra sessions this week. LJ Gonzalez. He will drive the hang time. Masyadong malakas. Magbuhos with a rebound. Gabanal for 3. Yes! The Huskers are back in front. Gabanal with a big-time basket. Marquez will miss. Tamsi in trouble. Gets the ball to LJ. Sandagon, that's a risky pass. Gabanal dumps it to Simon, who's fouled! The basket will count for Simon Sandagon. This is the assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Gabanal's poise right there on full display.
Gabanal pretty much drew that two on the ball situation. But how about that finish by Simon Sandang? We were raving about this start of the game na talagang tutok yung mga finishes na ngayon patuloy pa rin, especially in this crucial part of the game.
He misses the bonus. Panganiban against Magbuhos, who's done a terrific job in this ball game. Magbuhos is whistled for the foul, and then he will send Panganiban to the free throw line.
In an effort to try and keep up on that dribble action in the perimeter, na-force mag-foul itong si Vince Magbuhos.
At the line for 2, Nico Panganiban.
Panganiban. Nothing but net on the first free throw.
Pretty good free throw shooting actually by both teams, huh? 79% for Quezon, 83% for San Juan.
Ganda. And this is just the type of ball game that you want to happen in this beautiful venue.
Exactly.
The duel in Lucena has delivered so far. You have a 3-point game, Quezon with possession. San Juan has lost only once this season. They're down by 3. LJ Gonzalez with the basketball. Banal with the pick. LJ is free. No good. Magbuhos with a big-time offensive rebound. And it's back to LJ Gonzalez. Under a minute to play. Banal will fire. No. LJ with a rebound. LJ, no! Sandagon with another offensive rebound.
Oh my!
And the strength of the Knights being shot by Quezon. Wamar to Soberano. He'll launch the three. No! Calisan is fouled. Marquez and Tamsi are on the floor. LJ is on the floor as well. 2 free throws for Mike Calisan. What a crazy sequence. And 33 seconds are left on the clock.
Well, San Juan pretty much trying to go for a 2-for-1 situation. So immediately on that rush, when they got that ball ahead, AC pretty much catch and shoot. Ang lakas lang ng tira na yun. Calisan had that ball. And as he went,
But you won't mind that shot from AC Soberano. That's your
agree.
most reliable three-point shooter.
Agree. I wouldn't mind that at all.
May timeout tayo dito. Attorney Don Capunan. A little anxious there. And saying a little prayer. Now, you have a timeout.
Let's slide. Let's slide block. Kung halimbawa, guard to guard. Kung guard to guard, block nyo. Tapos ready to rotate lang ha. Rotate. Tapos adjust kayo. O, guard to guard. Block. Okay? Tapos adjust. Tulungan rebound ha. Stop lang. One stop lang. Okay?
Don't you just love it when coaches use internal terminologies that only they would understand? The only thing that you got out of that is that if it's a guard-to-guard thing, then they will go black. You got to find out what black is.
Yun ang kailangan natin alamin.
Oo, makita
Kailangan natin ang malalaman.
kung ano action yun. Boy, this is a really nice game.
France here stay are treated into a really nice ball game.
Because even if Calisan makes both these free throws, they defend well that middle offense sequence for the Quezon. They still will have a good crack the other end for the last shot of the game.
82-80. And expect Quezon to call a timeout.
Oh, that plus 15 on free throw attempts.
This is a good shot right here. Tignan mo yung mga tao sa harap ni Mike Calisan as he takes this free throw. Masyadong focused yung mga tao sa game. Hindi man lang nila
Hindi na lang,
ginugulo si Mike.
dinidistract, oh.
82-81. Hindi nag-timeout ng Quezon. 9-second differential. Game clock and shot clock. Huskers up by 1. 10 seconds. Sandagon to Tamsi. Magbuhos for 3. No. Marquez is fouled by Sandagon. And 2 free throws coming up para kay Dexter Marquez.
And the San Juan Knights staying true to their defensive philosophies. We are gonna give up that 3. Well, you see, he got a straight line drive on that baseline, but still opted for that 3. Oh my.
11 seconds remaining. 82-81. Pressure-packed free throws para kay Dexter Marquez on the road.
Importante dito rebounding para dito sa Quezon Huskers. You gotta secure the rebound if it's missed.
Wow, nothing but net. We're tied at 82. 11 seconds remaining. Can San Juan steal this one on the road? Or will Quezon come up with a winning basket? What a game from Dexter Marquez. 18 points and 9 rebounds. 2 for 2 para kay Dexter Marquez.
Oh man.
And a great turnaround para sa San Juan Knights. It's now Quezon's turn to come up with a counter. 11 seconds remaining.
Nag-away kay Jumel. Pwede na kayo mag-switch dito, ha? Next. Pagbigay dito, pwede na kayo mag-switch. Hindi kayo pwede.
Tamsi! Ikaw there, nasa likod mo. Tamsi, ikaw mag-indo. Okay, Gab, 4 pa. So, mangyayari, Vince, ikaw to. Ito si Judel, ha? Okay, LJ! Okay, Gab. Ganyan mangyayari sa atin. Gab! Okay, gusto ko sa iyo bola. Okay, Vince, screenan mo si Judel. Pag wala, babalikan nyo lang. Judel, huwag mong pilitin, ha? Gab, pa-spread ka, ha? Pagbigay mo, ha? Hey! Tamsi, dumanskin ka kay LJ! Takbik! Okay, tingnan niyo si LJ, may blow by tayo. Huwag nyo pipilitin, ha? Hindi ito last shot! Pag meron tira na! Hey, grass boards!
Obviously, the instruction is clear. This is not the last shot.
You take the first shot that's available.
And you can attack as quick as possible. No more timeouts for Quezon. San Juan with a couple. A Saturday thriller. A Saturday special. Para sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. 11 seconds remaining. Bola ng Quezon. They're down by 1. Both teams in penalty. Tamsig, Banal, Fuentes, Gonzalez, and Magbuhos ang 5 para sa Quezon Huskers. Banal gets the inbound. Judel able to receive. LJ, he'll attack, loses his footing. Gonzalez, that's a foul. It's a foul. There's a foul. 3.2 seconds remaining. And there's a foul as LJ went up for that shot.
That is indeed a foul. As LJ, one might say, was trying to look for contact, but that definitely is a foul. See this drive
Oh
right
my
there.
goodness, how he kept his feet
Yes.
right there. And Dexter Marquez got too close for comfort.
He thought he had under control. Wala nang control itong si LJ, pero just the presence of mind.
Meron dito
Oo, sa likod.
sa right shoulder ni LJ. Ito naman si LJ, tumira nakatalikod. Galing mo talaga, LJ. Lahat gagawin para maipanalo lang itong Quezon Huskers.
And then the free throws here.
Si Natita, nag-i-enjoy pa. 83 to 82.
Just a one-point game. Boy, these free throws are going to be crucial.
And they've been treated to some high-quality basketball action here.
Let's see how this goes.
Are they going to challenge? Are they going to challenge? Or do they still have a challenge? I think they successful yung challenge nila.
Ni isa.
Well, number 9, Dexter Marquez is third down.
Being the penalty, this will be free throws.
Yes.
LJ.
Official time left is 4.2 seconds. At the line with 2, LJ Gonzalez.
LJ Gonzalez, fans here are praying. Gonzalez, yes, on the first. We're tied.
San Juan can call a timeout though on a make. They still got a couple of timeouts.
83 all. Everyone praying, including us. Yes! We're just praying for this game to finish.
It's tough to have tied na game, no?
Yeah, but but this is a
Quality game.
Quality game.
Right.
I don't want this to end. So
Yeah.
totoo lang.
This is a really good one. Oh my.
Instant classic. 4.2 seconds remaining. Coach Alex.
Ikaw lang,
Post time out.
Mami, ikaw to, ha? Mike, ikaw to. Ay, mag-switch yan, ha? AC, ikaw to. Nico, ikaw to ha. Okay. Nico. Tapos habang nangyayari to, kung ano down screen mo to, next. Tapos pin down, pag yan nag-switch, Wami. Okay lang. Kung wala yung switch, pumunta ka lang dito, then handoff. Pag available si Wami ko, pero kung wala, back handoff, atake. Okay.
Make sure, yung tao nito, okay, ganito mangyayari ha? Okay ha? Lahat ng backpick, walang love. Walang switch yan. Walang switch yan. Okay. Sumunod kayo. Sumunod kayo. Palaban nyo. Okay. Okay, babarahin to ni Gab. Sumunod kayo. Okay. Iniwan, ti-3 points yan. Pag-alanganin, ti-3 points yan. Okay, maliwanag ha? Wala na akong timeout. Gang rebounding.
Look at the dramatic scenes here inside the Lucena City Convention Center. And this is just a regular season game.
Oh, yes.
Just to remind everyone. One timeout left para sa San Juan. Quezon, no more timeouts. 4 seconds remaining. Orlan Wamar, Nico Panganiban, Mike Alisan, Dexter Marquez, and AC Soberano ang 5 for San Juan. No more fouls to give. Wamar will trigger the inbound here. Calisan inside. Minerva is there. Calisan is blocked. All ball. LJ saves it. And there's time on the clock. 1.6. It should be finished. Was there a call on the floor? I don't think there was a call.
I don't think there was a call. I didn't hear a whistle either. There's that back pick to set up Mike underneath. Fumbles a little bit. Tries to get a shot off.
And that was good defense right there. I think the time should have expired. But I think the clock stopped. The clock stopped right here. The clock stopped
At 1.6.
at 1.6, but the game should have ended.
Yeah, the game should have ended. There was no whistle.
The game should have ended. There is a technical problem. We have been encountering technical problems here with the clock. Was there a stepping call? Was there a stepping call? There might be a stepping call.
I think that's what they're reviewing right now. But to your point kanina, dapat ubus na yung oras no? If walang tawag.
Oo.
If walang tawag.
Stepping. So, may tawag nga. It's stepping.
On the end line.
On the end line. So that leaves the door open here for San Juan.
Oh, wow. See that again.
Stepped on the line. LJ Gonzalez as he tried to save the basketball.
There's that shot. The chase.
Yes.
Oh, yes, that's right.
He stepped on the line.
LJ was definitely...
He stepped on the line. If that's a little heartbreaking for the fans here, but it is what it is. He stepped on the line. That's why the clock was stopped there, right there. It's San Juan basketball and a lifeline for the Knights. Na humingi pa ng timeout dito.
Oh, man.
With 1.6 remaining.
Backbeat. And then the spin. Tira na yan, ha? Tira na yan. Once again, slip. Okay? Spin. Dalawa, ha?
Strong. Power.
Tira mo sa palo.
Palo nyo. Palo nyo. Tapanan nyo yan, ha? Huwag yung bababa kamay nyo.
Angat ka sa taas ka.
Tapanan nyo yan. Lampas, lampas, ha? Sa gitna.
84-83. 1.6 seconds remaining. JC Culyar to inbound. Orlon Nomar, AC Soberano, Dexter Marquez, and Mike Calisan are there. Calisan. No! And Quezon, with a big win at home, they stun the San Juan Knights. And Abra is all alone at the top of the North because of this result. What a performance by the Huskers. It took a while. We needed to hold on to our seats. But nonetheless, the Quezon Huskers come away with a narrow victory over the San Juan Knights. 84-83. Such a thrilling game. Shame it had to end, Coach Mike.
Agree. And if you're the Quezon Huskers fans, you love that you were able to defend that final 1.6. AC Soberano was saying that he had that free lane the other side, but I felt that was too tight an angle for a pass. But again, the key there was when Calisan fumbled that ball, gave an extra time for the defense to recover and stay on him.
Best player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. LJ Gonzalez made a choice. He made a business decision to take over the game in the fourth quarter. And he finishes with 18 points on 5 of 13 shooting. What a performance from this young man once again.
All those 13 points really coming from the second half. And for the most part in the fourth, when he really started to consciously attack the rack and make situations favorable for the Huskers.
In this battle of elite point guards, it's LJ and the Quezon Huskers who come out on top. 84-83 over the San Juan Knights. And I think we're just about ready for LJ. We're just about ready for LJ now. Let's go to Gianna Llanes.
Congratulations to LJ Gonzalez and the Quezon Huskers. LJ, sabi nga ng ating panel, grabe yung presence of mind mo sa huling mga segundo ng laro. In that last 3 seconds of the game, you took that shot attempt which resulted in your free throws. Ano yung nasa isip mo nun?
Unang-una, nagpapasalamat kami kay Panginoon kasi binigay niyo yung panalo sa amin. And siguro isa pa sa pinapasalamatan ko yung mga coaches, yung mga fans namin dito sa Quezon. Sobrang happy kami na grabe yung suporta nyo sa amin. And yung game talaga to para sa buong Quezon yan.
And I'm gonna give a briefer lang kay si Delph and Coach Mike. Si LJ gusto niya na medyo i-delay ang interview because he wants to celebrate this win with his loved ones. LJ, gaano kasarap sa pakiramdam na nanalo na kayo kontra San Juan after the last 2 times that you faced them?
Siyempre, unang-una, sobrang happy kasi ilang season na kami hindi nanalo sa San Juan. So, ano lang sa amin, hindi lang ako yung nagpanalo dito sa team, kundi yung buong team.
I'm sure maraming proud sa iyo. Sino ang gusto mong pasalamatan, LJ?
Unang-una siguro, pinapasalamatan ko yung buong Quezon and yung family ko sa Isabela, mama ko, papa ko, kapatid ko. And siguro, yung girlfriend ko na andito yung laging sumusuporta sa amin. And yung family niya. And napasalamatan ko si Governor Helen Tan, Boss RD, Kong Mike, Doc Kim Tan, Mayor Ralph Lim, Hi to Malik, Kobe, and Calix. And binabati ko nga pala yung kaibigan ko si Neil Magsipok. Maraming salamat sa suporta. And yung tito ko sa Australia, Edmar Corpus, and Uncle Daniel Biag.
Congratulations, LJ. Hope you have a great time celebrating with your girlfriend and your team. That was our best player of the game. Our best player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Back to you, Sadalf and Coach Mike.
Wow. Such a fitting way to end our coverage tonight. LJ Gonzalez with a wonderful performance in that second half to lead Quezon to victory. We'd like to give a quick shout out kay Arvin Chong. Happy birthday sa'yo. Galing sa kaibigan mo si Alwin Alday na nanonood pa rin. And syempre, we move on as the Quezon Huskers overcome the San Juan Knights in the duel in Lucena. Orlan Wamar and the San Juan Knights suffered their second loss, and Topeng Lagrama and the rest of the Huskers celebrate on this Saturday evening. Para sa aking partner, Coach Mike Perez, courtside reporter Gianna Llanes, and for all the hard-working men and women making up our team in the MPBL, ito po si Sitav Tupas saying thank you and good night from the city of Lucena in Quezon Province.